Today I invite Norman, one of my Tai Chi students, to share a bit of his Qigong and Tai Chi journey with everyone who is watching. So I have a few questions. Just
Yes.
take it easy.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe just a little bit introduction of yourself and what made you start the Tai Chi and Qigong practice.
Well, about 40 years ago, I had a friend in New Zealand. He had a Japanese wife. He had lived in Japan, and he studied the Japanese art of Aikido.
Aikido. Oh yeah.
And when he came back to New Zealand, he started classes in Aikido. I found that when he was standing, just relaxed, I could not move his arm.
Okay.
It was like he was made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm not using my muscles to control my arm, I'm using Qi. And I had never heard about Qi before, so I asked, what is Qi? And he explained a little bit. But 40 years ago, there was very few books, magazines about Qi in English. Very few. I collected what I could, took an interest, and for 40 years I've continued doing Qi study. Mainly Qigong, although Tai Chi is also of invaluable help to your health. And so that's how I started learning about Qi,
Yeah.
which is energy.
Yeah. So Qi is life energy. And Norma has been practicing Qigong and Tai Chi for 40 years. So you're sort of revealing a little bit about your age, I guess, to us.
I'm 85, and to prove how effective Qigong and Tai Chi is, I go to a doctor once a year, and he takes the blood samples. I go back a week later, and I have a usual boring 30-second interview with the doctor.
Yeah.
When he says, Norman, everything's okay again, I'll see you next year.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's
This happens
amazing.
year after year after year, decade after decade after decade.
Yes,
Yeah.
not just 1 year, but 10 years, and 20 years,
Yeah,
and 30
40
years, and 40 years.
So it's obviously of benefit.
Yeah. So I was about to ask you a question like what health benefit. I guess I don't have to ask you the question. You already answered it. It's just simple Qigong and Tai Chi practice
Yes.
and keep the body and the mind in a healthy and harmonious state.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. But I do have a question. I think it's a question not just from me, but from lots of people may have some interest in trying Qigong and Tai Chi when they heard it. Maybe they want to try. But you know that we all have a very busy lifestyle these days, and it's really hard for family when you have children, when you
Yeah.
have a busy work. I mean, Stu, I know that you mentioned with your amazing health and your condition with Tai Chi and Qigong for 40 years, but is there any incentive that I know that people have to make some effort to break the bad or old habit to change to a new habit. So what is incentive for people to make time? How can they do it? Like what happened to you
Yeah.
for Qigong and Tai Chi practice?
Well, I practice every morning before breakfast for about 30 minutes. Now that's not practical for people who are going to a job, who have children, going to school. So an easy way out is at night time, say about 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, turn the television off
Okay.
or go into another room and turn your laptop off
Yeah.
and go into another quiet room and practice for half an hour every day.
Yeah.
Every day if you
Yeah.
can, and with such a practice, it is not instantaneous result.
Yeah.
It may take you a month before you start to feel healthier.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quick.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that qi has been studied in China for about 4,000 years, and there's archaeologists have dug up information that proves its length, its longevity.
Mm-hmm.
And if something has lasted for that length of time, it's obviously a benefit to your health, to your natural health.
Mm-hmm.
Our allopathic system that we have here, of mainly taking medicines to suppress symptoms, has only been going for about 200 years.
Yeah.
So obviously the study of qi and its beneficial effect is very valuable. And in China, millions of people every day in parks practice qigong. And if millions of people are going to do it, and it's been done for 4,000 years, it's obviously a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So turning the television off at nighttime, or your laptop,
Yeah.
for half an hour every day, think of the benefits.
Yeah.
And I'm really healthy. I really feel good.
Yeah.
In fact,
I can see
Yeah,
and I can
yeah.
feel that you are feeling well.
in
and
fact,
good.
today I went into the city
Yeah.
and I went down to the railway station,
Yeah.
and you can get the walkway down
Yeah.
if you want to, or there's steps.
Yes.
And on the way back, I walked up all those steps two at a time, all the way back up to North Terrace.
Wow.
So I'm still very fit
Yeah.
because I've been studying Qigong.
Yes. Yes. So if you want to be at age of 85 and doing 2 steps at the same time, and simply, yes, as Norman said, less time on TV or laptop or iPad and smartphones,
Yes, yeah.
and just, you know,
Yeah.
just make some time for
Yeah.
Qigong Tai Chi practice.
Be amazed how you can feel if you persist doing it for, say, 6 months or a year. You will feel so good, as I do. And I'm 85, and I feel great.
All right, let's go for the 85 and
Okay.
feeling great. Thank you so much,
You're
Norman.
welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
you for today.
You're welcome.